So we've been fortunate to get a seed grant together with colleagues at the University of New South Wales and Arizona State University from Security and Defense Plus to work on navigating great power rivalry in an uncertain world.
The project we're working on is to try to understand how small middle powers respond and what their policy options are in a world increasingly defined by great power rivalries. We're heading into a phase where it appears that larger powers, the US, China and Russia and others, are looking to pursue policies very much around their own interests and to deal with each other as peers or near peers. And that leaves quandary for smaller powers how to respond to that changed system.
So the main idea of the project is to use comparative analysis of different case studies of different countries in different parts of the world to identify possible strategies and mechanisms or behavior patterns that might help those smaller states to mitigate the risks and dangers coming from the increasingly contentious and competitive larger powers. The primary challenge that the project is trying to solve is the challenge of navigating intensifying great power rivalries. How policymakers in small and middle powers, leaders of smaller powers, can actually navigate this contestation happening between larger powers while not becoming embroiled into great power confrontation. And this is not only about Australia, this also applies to many other small and middle powers in different parts of the world.
We're coming at this from multiple methodological perspectives, right? I'm a political scientist here at King's. My colleague at New South Wales, Alex, studies international relations and security. Our colleague at Arizona State, Keith, is an historian, right? So we want to bring different perspectives as well as different geographical perspectives to understanding what is a very complex set of problems. What we want to do is to begin to provide some guidance, some advice to policymakers in obviously the three countries that are represented here, living in challenging parts of the world, the United Kingdom in Europe, the US as the cornerstone of NATO and the Transatlantic Alliance, Australia obviously living in an increasingly complicated Indo-Pacific environment, as well of course as governments of smaller states that are navigating these waters. But if we are able to really elucidate the challenges that countries are facing, the things that make war more likely and in some cases more dangerous around the world, then hopefully that's something that everybody benefits from.